Okay, we'll start now. Okay, good evening to one and all who have come to attend this meeting this evening. The subject is about export factoring facility to our members, and this webinar is organized by India Factoring, who have come forward to offer some excellent rates to the members, to the benefit of our members in the association. At this point in time, I would like to welcome our president, Mr. Raja M. Shanmugam, who has been a very encouraging factor for all of us to, act, in a very engaged manner for the programs and of the projects of the association. I would like to welcome him. And I would also like to welcome Lakshmi Raj, who's the manager for the India Factoring. And I would like to welcome the speaker today, Shri Paramanandan. He's the regional head and executive vice president of the India Factoring and Financing Solutions Private Limited. In fact, he came with the CEO of the company, Mr. Ravi Valecha, and met me a couple of days back. And they've been very positive about their approach towards our association and towards Tirupur and the business. So, I would like to thank him for the efforts what they are making to provide special rates for our members. And I would also like to welcome all the privileged members of our association who have joined today for the meeting. I would like to welcome you all, and I wish you could have some nice proposals by the India Factoring team, and it really benefits us in the long run. Thank you all for coming. And now I would like to ask the president, Shri Raja M. Shanmugam, to give the presidential address, and thereafter it will be followed by the presentation by the India Factoring team. Thank you once again, one and all, and the stage is for president now. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandil. It's a good opportunity to have a webinar in this arena, enlighten ourselves, and also I wish India Factoring team to come forward to Tirupur region, and they are very much interested to facilitate the liquidity support, which is the dire need of this industry as on date. And I wish that the India Factoring need to position itself in Tirupur region, which is set to grow only, and they have to lower the factoring rates as much as possible to make a win-win situation to handle the industries on its growth path, which would definitely mutually benefit the stakeholders on equal terms. So in this golden opportunity moment, I once again welcome on behalf of Tirupur Export Association today's chief speaker, Shri Paramanandan, and the entire India Factoring team who are going to set the ball rolling. So let us all wait and get enlightened on the areas of the niche subject, that to the liquidity support subject, which is close to our heart by all means. So once again, I want to remind that India Factoring should have a deep study on the prospects of this industry on the whole, and they have to make an exclusive package for Tirupur cluster on the whole, and that to benefit mutually on all aspects. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Let us hear from them.
Okay. Thank you, President. And now I would like to ask Mr. Paramanandan, who is the Vice Presidency of the India Factoring, to give the presentation. And I believe he has got some good offers for the members, which we discussed in person. And probably you can give an announcement today, which can be followed later by an official communication. All the very best. The stage is yours now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Senthil Kumar, and thank you, Raja Shanmugam. Thank you, first of all, thank you very much for this opportunity to associate with T and announcing a special program for T members. We are happy to do that, and so we are doing organized more secured way the factoring business in India, but of course in Tirupur market we have very few selected client, and we thought it is the right time to associate with the T association, and jointly we can work out for the benefit of entire team members some specific schemes, and we can look more robust factoring product. In fact, I'll cover my presentation about there are multiple factoring products across world, but India factoring is an RBI licensed factor and more regulated factoring financial institution in India, and team members will happy to associate with such type of regulated factoring company, and tomorrow it won't be a headache for any exporters to realize their EBRC and other things. So thank you to all the members as well as all these participants in this webinar. So we can shall we progress on our presentation, Senthil? Hello, Senthil Kumar, shall we progress on our presentation or?
Go ahead. No.
Yeah. So I'll start some small PPT along with I'll cover more than that generic factoring things. I'll share what exactly more important for Tirupur exporters and how India factoring's product help Tirupur exporters to benefit more, and what is the major advantage of factoring facility through India factoring. So we will cover that, and in between any questions we can take, and last slide we will share what is the special program we are planning to announce to T members. Yeah. So a brief background about India Factoring. India Factoring is a specialized non-banking finance company with multiple offices in India. It is a subsidiary of a European bank, FinBank, headquartered at Malta, and regulated by Reserve Bank of India under NBFC factor category. In India, in fact, there are very few licenses. Reserve Bank of India has given to operate regulator factoring business. So I'll come back to that in detail in my coming slide. And it is an RBI licensed factor, and we do only factoring product in India. We don't have any other banking license. And we are a category 3 authorized dealer financial institution. That helps us to act as like your banker. So we can handle all your export document, trade document, and we can realize the export realization, and on realization, India Factoring can close the shipping bill in ADPMS system and release EBRC. So that license enable us to do that. And we are again a permanent member in Factors in International. FCA is a global governing body for regulated factoring business. It is a more robust way we are doing. So in India, we are the only permanent member from India in FCI. This is about our background of our institution. So coming back to the factoring product, these are the generic terms, though still I'll be covering that for the easy understanding for most of the members. So under factoring, what we are doing, we purchase open account receivables up to 180 days of tenure, and we prepay 90% of export invoices value immediately, balance 10% on realization of payment from the buyer. We monitor buyer credit worthiness thoroughly. So in case any adverse information we are getting from the buyer's country about the buyer, we will pass this to the exporter, and exporter can plan their future production and other things based on the credit input on the buyers what we have shared to the exporters. Then we follow up and collection of receivable on due date. That is a major advantage of the factoring product. As like you following for your receivable, the factoring financial institution also follow the receivables, and this actually help you to increase your collection efficiency. And we provide professional collection service in more than 30 countries presently. And we provide credit protection up to 100% of the invoice value. That is another advantage of factoring product. You won't get 100% of credit protection from any of the insurance, credit insurers, or even ECGC won't cover 100% of your invoice value. That is another advantage. So where does factoring apply? In that it is majorly applicable for the sales on open account credit terms. Wherever there is a credit period, you can opt for factoring product, and you should have a regular business relationship with the buyer. There should be a clear title of receivables. You can assign the receivable to the factor, and there should not be two-way trade between seller and buyer. That is the basic criteria for factoring product. So, what is the major advantage for an exporter from factoring product? Of course, factoring product primarily help you to improve your cash flows and improve your overall working capital liquidity in the system, since you are getting a prepayment of the invoice instead of waiting for the due date to the buyer to on due date the buyer to make payment. You will get prepayment of the invoice, so that will help you to improve your cash flows, business cash flows. And second part, no need you have to chase for any overdues debt from your buyers. So we factors we follow with your buyers, and we chase for collections, and through our correspondence factor, import factor, I will call it import factor, based out of buyer's country. So again, there is no language issues and other things, because the collection is taken care by a financial institution based out of buyer's country. So they will be working in the buyer's time zone. And factoring product, of course, you all knows that it is a fully unsecured facilities. There is no need you have to block collateral or anything like that. And another major advantage, especially most of the team members are in the growing stage, and they were growing from small exporter to SME, and from SME to mid corporate, and mid corporate to corporate level. So that scenario, of course, some point of time you should have a clean balance sheet, and your balance sheet discipline also help you for the overall financial health of your business unit. So factoring facility, in fact, help for that also. There is no need you have to consider factoring facility as a loan in your balance sheet. You can square it off from your debtor, and accordingly your debt service ratio, or your leverage ratio of your institution go up. So that also one of the another attraction of factoring product. And of course, another point, will help you for improve your commercial competitiveness. Why this point we have mentioned commercial competitiveness means presently any export, whenever you are in negotiation with a buyer, you try to reduce maximum credit period, because it will help you to rotate the money fast, and it will help you to liquidate your receivables. So your interest will be more for lesser credit period, and all the buyers will be looking for an extended credit period. So factoring help you to even take a larger business volume at extended credit period. There is no need you have to block your money. Factoring company will prepay the invoice value to you, and your cash flow requirement will be taken care. And you are able to understand what exactly the cost involved in each buyer's factoring. Accordingly, you can negotiate your pricing, and accordingly you can offer better credit term for your international buyers. Then through that you can secure more business. And it is a self-liquidating finance. Self-liquidating finance is nothing but in normal scenario, any bank facility, if you borrow money, some point of time you have to repay that. It's liabilities on you. In factoring facility, if you borrow money, the buyer has to make payment to the factor. So unless and until there is a commercial dispute, there is no liability for the exporters to repay back the factoring money. So that is another advantage, and your borrowing will be reduced on immediately upon payment of the buyer. And this actually help you to concentrate on your core business. You can totally offload your receivable management, and no need you have to spend time for that. So we will monitor your each invoice, and we will give you MIS, how many days the buyer has defaulting. You will get a clear clarity on the payment trend of your buyer. Though most of you are having that system in inbuilt system in your software, but most of the time in a hurry business environment, most of the time you won't get time to review all the buyer wise, invoice wise delay and other things. So we will highlight that, and in case the buyer has delaying, so we will update you there is a delay, and buyer we will also follow up with buyer with your permission to make the money faster, so that there will be a pressure on buyer, since a factoring company also following along with the exporter. So that is the major advantage of overall advantage of factoring product. In addition to that, that this point more suitable for Tirupur Association members. Factoring actually a product that actually help you to generate cash flow from your own resources. Normally, any banking facility, if you are availing it is a secured facility, you have to give collateral and taking ODCC and other things. But factoring actually, you are generating cash flow from your own receivables. So instead of blocking your receivable for quite long period, you are encashing that receivables and availing cash flows. So that actually help you to improve the efficiency in your system. Some case, suppose you have a large number of receivables, and some point of time you have to procure a lot of material from your creditors, and in that scenario most probably you will be negotiating from better credit terms from your creditors for accessories. In that case, if your liquidity position is very good, and if you are able to encash your receivable on time, you can make early payment to your creditors, and you can take advantage of that. You can ask for a cash discount, because your creditors also may be looking for a faster cash flow. So they will be happy to share some discount, cash discount, something like that for a shorter credit period. That also help your business to grow. And it'll definitely help you to improve your overall profitability. If you are able to properly utilize factoring facility, it'll help you to improve your overall profitability. So yeah. So in fact, factoring, the product structure is as like this. It is an unsecured financing facility, and under factoring we will be funding in billing currency itself. Hence, you can clear your PCFC limit through factoring proceeds. So here again, it is one of the major attraction of this product. So factoring is the only product you can, only working capital product you can avail from your banker without NOC from your banker. You can avail from any financial institution without taking NOC. As per RBI, factoring is not required. Factoring for factoring facility, NOC is not required from banker. Only thing, the factoring proceeds has to go to your banker working capital account. That control your working capital banker will get. If you want to avail another banking facility or any another working capital product, normally in Indian regulatory scenario, you have to go for NOC, and you have to wait for NOC from your existing banker. So factoring, fortunately, there is no need of NOC. So that is one of the major advantage for business people to avail this product. And of course, funding it was in billing currency, and since RBI has permitted factoring without NOC from their banker, and another advantage RBI has permitted, you can avail your post shipment facility from your banker, and you can settle that post shipment through factoring proceeds. So since we are also funding in the same foreign currency, we will, in that scenario, we will transfer that fund to your pre-shipment facility. So your banker can knock off your pre-shipment facility from factoring proceeds. Normally, in general, normal banking trends, if you avail pre-shipment, you submit the bill to the banker, and then banker will convert it to post-shipment, and they can adjust. So in the factoring product, you can avail pre-shipment from your banker and close that pre-shipment through the proceeds of factoring proceed. No need you have to mandatorily no need you have to submit the document through your banker. So this is also permissible as per RBI regulation. And factoring product as like your normal working capital product for export factoring product industries on outstanding amount, not on the invoice amount, of course. And supply, you will be paying only, sorry. So you will be paying only for the amount utilized and the number of days you have utilized. It is in normal bill discounting facility, you will be paying upfront interest for the entire tenure. If at all the buyer has delayed the payment, you have to pay additional interest along with some penal interest to your banker. So factoring is a clean product. You can clearly understand what is the credit period client has used. You are going to make payment only for that period. And factoring product include finance, sales ledger management, as well as collection service. This we have discussed earlier also. And you will get online access of our portal, and you can get various MIS from the factoring financial institution, the aging analysis, invoice-wise outstanding, multiple MIS you can get from us to understand how is the payment trend of the buyer. And the other attraction for this product is facility documentation is only with the exporter. No need your supplier has to do any legal agreement for factoring product. Only thing, after you agreed for the factoring product, after executing the agreement, you will be informing the buyer there is a factoring arrangement, and going forward the payment has to go to the factor. That is the only intimation you are going to give to the buyer. So no need a buyer has to execute any legal agreement for factoring facility. Again, it is a post-shipment facility. Funding is immediately on the moment you get the trade document, shipping document. You can use that facility immediately on the same day of submission of shipping bill. And of course, on realization of payment, we will close your shipping bill in the EDPM, RBI EDPM system, and we issue EBRC immediately upon receipt of payment from buyer. This is another attraction for a regulated factoring company. No need you have to depend for your banker to get an EBRC of an factor invoice. And we will closely monitor the buyer's credit worthiness because we take credit cover through a import factor based out of buyer's country. So through them, we will closely monitor your credit buyer's credit worthiness, and we will share all the advance input about your buyers. So accordingly, you can plan your stock related to that buyer, and you will get advanced information about your buyer, and you can closely monitor how you want to proceed with that buyer. That's a type of information we will share to our exporters. And under factoring, that all credit cover, in case buyer has default or buyer has declared bankruptcy, we will settle the claim within 120 days of default payment. So normally we will pay 90% of the invoice on day one, and balance 10% after receipt of money from the buyer. Suppose the buyer has intentionally default, or the buyer has declared bankruptcy, No need you have to pay back the 90% to us, and we in turn pay balance 10% to you because it is credit protected up to 100%. In that scenario, we will settle within 120 days time. So, especially during this pandemic period, some of you have gone through that tougher situation. We all knows that the international market, lot of that tough scenarios happened, and a lot of buyers has declared bankruptcy, and a lot of payment got struck across globe. So in such type of scenario, we were also having one or two buyers with under credit protection. All our buyers who are declared bankruptcy during that pandemic period, we were able to settle within 90 days to our exporters. So in such scenario, there is no need you have to chase with any insurance company and other things. You have to just follow it up us and inform. No need even you have informed us, because we are tracking the buyer. The moment we came to know that buyer has declared bankruptcy or filed Chapter 11, that point of time itself, we will invoke our claim procedure, and we will collect a full payment from the import factor. So that is the major advantage for international factoring product. So another things we as an India factoring, we will be doing more regulated factoring product. So regulated means we are an RBI regulated factoring financial institution. That is why we are able to close your shipping bill, and we are able to issue EBRC and other activities, the regulatory activities. So there are many benefit of doing factoring facility through a regulated two-factor model. So regulated factoring business in international market will happen through a model called two-factor model. In that regulated factoring business, there will be always four parties involved. First, exporter, a buyer, an export factoring financial institution in India, and an import factor, a financial institution based out of buyer's country. So import factor that in that we have covered all this one. I'll explain all this point. So in this regulated factoring product, the major advantage is credit protection is through an import factor, a financial institution based out of buyer's country. In present market scenario, you are if you are banking facility, or if you are availing some factoring facilities from some international export factors who are not regulated in India, such factoring company will be taking credit protection through an insurer, an open insurer, and they will give credit protection only up to 80% or 90%. Even that ECGC won't cover 100% of export receivables. They will cover only 90% or 80%. So credit protection in this case, again, we are not depending on any credit insurers directly. We are depending a banker, a financial institution based out of buyer's country. For example, Europe, we are our counterpart import factors is Deutsche Bank, BNP Paribas. These type of highly reputed financial institution is giving credit protection. So that is the major advantage for the exporters for doing business through a regulated two-factor model business. And second thing, such regulated factoring business, you will get 100% credit protection. There is no need you have to even absorb 10% of the default risk of your buyer. Number three, we will closely monitor your buyer's creditworthiness, and of course, we are, since that credit risk is covered by a import factor, a financial institution, that bank will closely monitor buyers each activity, and they will closely monitor buyers financial performance, market input, all these things they will closely monitor, and in case of any adverse information, or in case of any early warning, they will share to us, and accordingly we will share to our clients. And fourth point, it is totally a hassle-free credit cover settlement. The present scenario, in your normal course of thing, you will have credit cover through ECGC, and in case any claim happened, you have to take care all the settlement forms. You have to chase with ECGC, you have to chase with your banker, you have to produce multiple document. Lot of pain will create, and it will take its own time for getting the settlement from an insurance company. In this case, the two-factor regulated two-factor model. No need you have to submit any more document. Whatever trade document you have submitted initial time itself before funding itself, we have verify all these things, and we'll ensure that all the documents are intact. And in case of any credit insurance or any credit insurance claim arise, that document is good for getting the claim, and that credit insurance part will be taken care by the financial institution. We also won't follow up with any credit insurer. We follow up with the banker who give credit protection for that particular transaction. And because of that, there is a clause in international factoring guideline that says in case of any bankruptcy or intentional default of the buyer, the settlement has to happen within 120 days after the account become overdue. So again, fifth point, import factor in buyer's country manage effective collection process, and always they will chase for collection, and in case any extreme delay, they will inform the buyers to make the payment. And normally buyers will be more fearing because international factors based out of their country could have given credit line for these buyers for various global exporters. So in case they default a factoring proceeds, the international import factors, they will freeze the line related to that buyer, and it will have not only impact on your export proceeds, it will have impact on their global procurement. So normally big buyers have very fear
Yeah,
yeah, fearful to default in factoring proceeds. And regulated exporter export factor can complete all RBI related compliance requirement that we have explained. So that is the major advantage of dealing with a regulated factoring companies. So these are the flow chart of the document movement in a regulator factoring product. As I explained earlier, there are four parties involved. First is exporter, then buyers, client, your buyer, and import factor, export factor, India factoring, and a correspondent factor based out of buyer's country. So all these documents will be our documents, and transaction will be moving through the correspondent factor based out of buyer's country. So another things benefit of factoring services from an RBI regulated financial institution. RBI regulated financial institution like India Factoring to ensure end-to-end export document handling. No need you have to chase for your banker for any factoring related activity or any factoring related compliance requirement. So we can issue EBRC, and we will close EDPMS, close shipping bill in EDPMS on time. So no need you have to worry on that. And we provide collection service along with the buyer market. Okay. So we provide collection service and advisory service to the seller on the regular basis. We provide advisory service as well as collection service. And we are expertise to handle complex export transactions in case any structured deal or anything is required. So we can understand the buyer's requirement and make accordingly. And the regulated factors always will be a member of Factor Chain International, and we do business as I mentioned earlier. There's a two-factor model that is the globally recognized more robust factoring product. So that is the advantage of a regulated factoring financial institutions. So we will be doing more regulated and recognized factoring business model, and it will be a totally hassle-free for your operations. Tomorrow there won't be any issue will create for your export realization or any issue. And tomorrow anything happened, any legal dispute happened, you can approach even RBI ombudsman, because a regulated factoring company comes under the RBI ombudsman as like your banker, and all the legal jurisdictions within India. No need of any international jurisdiction as like an international factor you are presently dealing with. So these are the major advantage for dealing with a regulated factoring financial institutions. So this is one of the another attractive point you may be looking. What are the costs involved in factoring? So in generally, there are three costs involved in factoring. So as like your bank borrowing interest is applicable, and there is a small limit setup fee for initial limit setup. It will be there. In addition to that, there will be a factoring charges. Factoring charges is nothing but the major chunk of that is for credit protection cost, where we have to pay for covering 100% credit risk of your buyers, as well as all the collection procedures. So that is the three charges involved: interest, factoring charges, and limit setup fee. So factoring charges is similar to your bill discounting charges your bankers are doing, though bankers won't give you credit insurance or credit protection in that. So factoring charge actually includes, major chunk includes credit protection cost and collection cost related to that. So factoring again, why that factoring charges it is coming? Factoring charges mainly due to it includes credit insurance and protection against buyer's default, and it includes collection service. That is why specifically the factoring cost is coming. And and the another advantage for factoring product is you can understand what is the exact cost involved in each of your buyers invoice discounting things. So that is another advantage. Accordingly, you can negotiate your margin and other things. In normal banking scenario, it is difficult for you to understand the exact cost you are incurring on each buyer's receivables. Major difference of bank facility and factoring product. Factoring product, under factoring product you are assigning your receivable to factor, and bank finance you are hypothecating your receivables. Factoring limit is off balance sheet, and bank limit is more or less a balance sheet loan. Factoring again, factoring product is an unsecured, and receivable get converted into cash. Factoring limit is based on future sale. Factoring is based on buyer's creditworthiness. And factoring facility will get collection service. No penal interest will be charged for factoring, export factoring product. And buyer's default risk is 100% covered. So in banking facility, buyer's default risk is not covered. There will be some penal interest if the buyer has delayed the payment. So these are the major difference for bank finance and factoring product. So now we'll be coming back to the Tirupur Association team members. What are the program we are planning to announce for team members program? So in this particular arrangement, what we have discussed with the team manager, tea association managers and governing body members, what we have discussed is we can offer a special attractive rate of interest for all the members of team, especially for till November we are planning to open this scheme, and if it is a real success we can further extend. So overall costing, I mean, it's reduced rate of interest, and there will be concessional processing fee, and of course there will be concessional factoring cost. So all these three components we are looking to give the very attractive proposition to Tirupur exporters. Even processing fee and other things we are planning to give almost 75% waiver on processing fee, and interest rate also we are planning to reduce at least another 0.75 for exclusive for Tirupur Exporters Association. In addition to this, normally any export factoring business we will prepay 90% of the invoice value. For these special arrangement program, we are planning to offer 95% of prepayment of your export invoice value, and we will be giving a faster approval tag for your proposal, and maximum proposal we will clear within a very shorter span of time, so that you can avail factoring facility easily. So this is the scheme we are planning to announce, and this scheme is applicable for all team members who are interested to avail factoring facility during this period. It will be having a common pricing and common processing fee. There won't be any additional fee, or it will be far below of the market price, and it will be a little bit far less for the price presently we are going to we are giving to our big corporate clients. So this is far lesser than that, and we can offer that scheme to Tirupur Exporters Association. So this is from my end about the factoring product, and we can have in case of any specific question or anything requirement, any area you want to understand more, so we can have a discussion on that. Hello, anyone want to clarify any point or anything like that?
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, good evening.
Yeah.
Please clarify the two-way
Lakshmi
trade.
Raj, லக்ஷ்மி ராஜ் கேளுங்க, யாருக்காவது டவுட் இருக்கா என்னன்னு கேட்டு அவர்கிட்ட கேட்டு நீங்க மாடரேட் பண்ணுங்க. ஏதாவது ஃபேக்டரிங்ல என்ன டவுட்ஸ் இருக்குன்னு கேட்டு
அதான் ஒருத்தர் ஏதாவது டவுட் கேக்குறாங்க சார்.
ஆமா, நீங்க கேட்டு கொஞ்சம் இது பண்ணி கொடுங்க, அசிஸ்ட் பண்ணி கொடுங்க. ரைட், ஓகே.
எஸ் சார், நீங்க கேட்கலாம் சார். யாராவது டவுட் கேட்டாங்க நீங்க கேட்கலாம் சார்.
From Borderland Farmers Report. Please clarify that two-way trade meaning.
Yeah. So two-way trade is actually what we are mentioning is suppose you are supplying to some material to a buyer, and if you are purchasing some material through that buyer, so that type of transaction, if you are having that type of relationship with buyer, that receivable won't be covered. Why? Because in case the buyer will adjust your supply payment or your his receivable into that. So that is the two-way trade. You are selling and buying from that client, your client.
Is our particular is getting from buyer means, and also we are sending as a goods, finished goods means it is two-way trade.
Hello.
Yeah, yes, sir. Hello.
Hello, sir. I can கேக்குது sir. Yeah.
சார், நீங்க பேசுறவங்க உங்க நேம், உங்க யூனிட் நேம் சொல்லி உங்களை இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு உங்க கொஸ்டின் என்னன்னு கேளுங்க. லக்ஷ்மிராஜ், நீங்க அது என்னன்னு கேட்டு அவர்கிட்ட கேட்டு சொல்லுங்களேன்.
சார் நீங்க சொல்லுங்க சார். சொல்லுங்க சார், என்ன டவுட் நீங்க சொல்லுங்க, நான் சொல்றேன். வாய்ஸ் கொஞ்சம் டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸ் இருக்கு சார்.
Okay, sir. Okay, I am Shankar from Borderland.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Regarding that two-way trade, he told because I want to get some other that in-depth knowledge about this. We are importing that especially, sir, and also selling to the finished goods as a finished goods means it is two-way trade. Am I correct, sir?
சார் சிம்பிளா டூ வே ட்ரேட் அப்படின்னா சார் நீங்க பையருக்கு சேல் பண்றீங்க, இன்டர்ன் பையர் உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது சேல் பண்ணாங்க அப்படின்னா அது இட் கேன் பி எனி கூட்ஸ் சார். ஏன்னா ஃபினிஷ்டு கூட்ஸ் ஆகலாம், ரா மெட்டீரியலா இருக்கலாம். ஸோ ஆப்போசிட் நீங்களும் பையருக்கு இன்வாய்ஸ் பண்றீங்க, அகைன் பையர் உங்களுக்கு இன்வாய்ஸ் பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னா எனி கைண்ட் ஆஃப் சேல் டிரான்சாக்ஷன் ரெண்டு பேருக்கு இருந்ததுன்னா இட் வில் பி கன்சிடர்ட் as a டூ வே ட்ரேட் சார்.
Okay, thanks, sir. Another more doubt, sir. Sometimes they are collecting checks and for factoring facilities. What is the reason to collect that check from our side, especially from exporters? From factoring facilities.
Pardon, sir.
Pardon?
சார் திரும்ப ஒரு டைம் கிளியரா சொல்ல முடியுமா சார்? சம் டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸ்.
ஃபேக்டரிங் எதுக்காக செக் கொடுக்கணும்னு கேக்குறீங்க அப்படிதானே?
Some factoring companies are asking check.
உங்களுக்கு வேண்டியது நீங்க இத அவங்க கேட்டதால
செக் கேக்குறது இல்ல சார். நம்ம செக் கேக்குறது இல்ல சார். ஃபார் எக்ஸ்போர்ட் ஃபேக்டரிங் நான் ரிக்வெஸ்ட் ஃபெசிலிட்டி செக் நாட் ரெக்வயர்ட் சார்.
That is actually எதனாலனா that the check வாங்குறதெல்லாம் majorly the non-regulated factors who are not giving you any credit protection. So
क्वेश्चन கேட்டது யாருங்க? சாரி.
Shankar from Bodyland.
பாடிland சங்கர், இது வந்து நீங்க வித்தவுட் ரீகோர்ஸ் ஃபேக்டரிங் போனீங்கன்னா உங்ககிட்ட வந்து செக் வாங்குவாங்க. நீங்க வித்தவுட் ரீகோர்ஸ் ஃபேக்டரிங் போகும்போது அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு நாளைக்கு ஒரு இது வேணும், ஃபைனான்சியலா ஒரு இது வேணுங்கிறதுக்காக செக்யூரிட்டிக்காக வாங்குறாங்க. இவங்களதெல்லாம் வித் ரீகோர்ஸ், அதனால செக் எல்லாம் வேண்டியது இல்லைங்க. சங்கர், தேங்க்யூ.
சார் வேற ஏதாவது டவுட் இருக்குங்களா? வேற ஏதாவது கேட்கலாம்?
Okay, I think there is not much queries. In case anything is required, you can reach out T Association and we can directly reach out to you and explain in case you have any doubts and other things. We are happy to guide you. The only my submission or to you is it is as important you presently for example if you are selecting a buyer, you are doing lot of due diligence and other things like that. If you are dealing with a factoring financial institution also, it is important you have to do the due diligence and check whether that factor is having regulatory approval, whether that factoring is having an Indian jurisdiction, or these things you have to check. Otherwise tomorrow what will happen, suppose the factoring company that such type of factoring company has paid 90% and that factoring company has vanished from the market. So you have to lose your 10% thing. More than that, you cannot close that shipping bill properly through your banker. So select your financial institution properly so that tomorrow it won't be any issue for you, because especially in export, Indian export regulations, everything is now online, and they are planning to caution list exporters whose shipping bills are not realized within 2 years type of things. So presently it is on hold because of the COVID scenario. Otherwise RBI will open that scenario. If your shipping bill is not closed within 2 years, your name will be caution listed, and even your banker cannot handle your export documents. So in export business, you have some commitment of clearing the regulatory requirement on time to keep your export license intact. So that area you all can take care while availing factoring facility. And one more thing I want to share with Tirupur Exporters Association is there are two major development happened recently. Central government has taken that. So one is a Factoring Regulation Act 2011. It has amended during June-July time. So that enabled a lot of Indian banks and financial institution, regulated financial institution and banks are entering into factoring business, regulated factoring business in India. That is one of the major welcome step it has happened. And recently last month, IRDA has approved the credit insurance option for Indian bankers and financial institutions. So if you ask why factoring product has not that much prevalent in Indian market, or why that factoring product has not grown in Indian market compared to other banking facility, mainly because in India there is no credit protection available. So now IRDA has finalized that policy and they have rolled out, and the insurance companies is drafting the policy. Once that policy is through, we can all the banks and financial institutions will get direct access to insurance, credit insurance from India itself. So advantage for SME client in that scenario, you will get credit protection from almost all countries, and even smaller buyers also, it is you will be able to get credit protection from Indian financial institution itself. So most probably I think that IRDA thinks, we are expecting it will be come to effect by February or March. So we are expecting that insurance company is rolling out their policy soon, and again it has to go to IRDA and get final note of. So going forward, of course, factoring product will have more relevance in India, and you all will be getting both international product as well as domestic factoring product from multiple bankers and financial institution in India, as well as you are going to get credit protection for domestic receivables also. This will be a big welcome moment. It is happening in India.
Hello. கேளுங்க சுப்பு.
Hi, sir. Good. This is Subbu from Raikla Overseas. Sir, I have two clarification. One is there any minimum value for a invoice is applicable, or minimum or maximum value is applicable? Any slabs is there?
So there is no minimum and maximum value for the invoice. Of course, for credit protection and other things, there should be a decent limit for the buyer. For example, it should be at least 50,000 or 1 lakh worth outstanding from the buyer. Invoice, any invoice, you can even $1,000 invoice also you can factor, and $1 lakh or $2 lakh also you can factor. So for an operational benefit, we will keep a minimum limit of a buyer. So in that limit, you can utilize any form.
Okay, thank you, sir. And the second thing is, so 1 minute. So is there any eligibility particularly for avail this kind of factoring facilities? Apart from if I have a customer sitting in the US, I am shipping to them. So how I can get that eligibility, whether I can avail factoring facilities?
So generally, for availing factoring facility, the first step is we will take the information about the buyer from the exporter.
Okay.
Then we will check whether credit cover availability is there for that buyer in US market. So of course, earlier I told we will be covering through a financial institution based out of US market. So our counterpart bank, we will approach and check whether credit cover availability is there or not. There is no cost involved for that. On availability of credit insurance, credit protection from that financial institution, our counterpart, we will issue you an offer letter with all the terms and conditions. Then you can proceed based on your comfort. So we will check first whether the buyer is credit worthy buyer or not. That is the first check for a factoring product, and buyer's reputation.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. So I think if there is no more question, we can close it. Senthil Kumar.
Paramanandam, yes, I think we can close it like I would like to ask my secretary, our secretary, to give the vote of thanks. I believe he's hello.
Yeah.
So since he's not available, probably we will like to, I'll do the vote of thanks as well. So I would
Yeah.
like to thank you for your wonderful presentation, and I would like to thank most importantly for all the members who have come today to spend the evening to know more about factoring and to know more about the proposals what you have offered with in terms of better rates and better dispositions on the amount, and probably they can follow up with for all their doubts in T office and as well as to the local representative of yours. And I would like to thank all the members who have come today. And I believe that this will be I want you to use this opportunity, and I believe this could be a useful tool for you for your business. I would like to thank you all. Have a good evening. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Our pleasure, Sanjay Kumar. Thank you so much, Sanjay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senthil sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Lakshmi.